Welcome everyone to this webinar. It will start in a few seconds. Thank you for the first participants who join. We'll wait a few seconds before starting. Okay, let's get started. Welcome everyone. I am Paul-Henri Chabrol. I am the VP for Product and Customers at Zelros, and today we are thrilled to have this webinar with you. It's a big day because we are launching officially our second product release of the year. So after the Bossa Nova release in July, we are now launching the cinnamon roll release. So first, you may wonder why this name, why cinnamon roll? Well, first, because it's delicious, it's a delicious pastry. And second, because it refers to our recent American move. We've launched recently our operations in North America, and cinnamon roll was a subtle reference to this part of the globe. So now, what is our cinnamon roll made of? It is so far the most advanced version of the platform that covers three key topics to move on our journey to transform the way insurance is distributed. First part is that with this release, we will support two key strategic business priorities of insurance at the moment. On one side, improving cross-selling to better protect consumers with better and more relevant offers. On the other side, help retention activities to make sure that loyal customers stay with their existing insurer with better awareness on the product and better services explanation. That's the first part. Second part, we really want to elevate insurers' digital experiences with personalized suggestion. And for that, we want to make it easy for insurers to deliver personalized customer experience to their consumers, as well as leveraging any source of data, first-party data that they own, as well as third-party data that we will bring for them. And last but not least, very, very important for Zelros, we are making heavy usage of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence obviously gives superpowers to organization. We at Zelros want to use these powers responsibly. And so far, we have made tremendous progresses on training artificial intelligence algorithm in an ethical way. Now we move one step further by introducing responsible monitoring of artificial intelligence algorithm that's built in our product. And we are as well announcing today the fact that we open source a key element of our platform, which is how to measure drifts and evolution in models. So we will review all this evolution in detail with the Zelros product team that is here for you. As participants, I see that many of you have joined, so really you can always ask questions in the chat. We will take them on the fly, and happy to answer any comments. So I see many people logging in from all countries from Europe. That's great. So let's get started. To get started, I'll ask Johanna, product manager in the team, to present some of the key features of the platform. Johanna, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Paul-Henri. My name is Joanna Moreno. I'm a product manager at Zelros. I'm happy to share with all of you the new features that we prepared inside the cinnamon roll release. To start, let's have some context about customer loyalty in insurance. The insurance industry is an ecosystem with low interactions between their brands and their customers. Customers expect insurers to create a more connected relationship with their brands. They expect to have a tailored and personalized experience, and customers they don't have any problem purchasing and changing to another player. Despite the increase of digital channels, some customers still view human touchpoints as more trustworthy when they need advice. Insurers need to change their product-centric approach to a more customer-centric approach. Start enabling agents with the best tools, helping to increase expertise, proactivity, and customer trust. Insurers need also to constantly provide the best products and recommendations in every channel. So today I'm glad to present the new features that enables agents to increase retention, proactivity, and cross-selling opportunities inside the Advisor app. To start, let's start with the new feature, warnings inside the Advisor app. To help insurance distributors in their retention activities and bring a more proactive customer experience and customer care approach, insurers can now create and activate retention scenarios. So how it works? So it's by leveraging data coming one side from the insurer or on the other side, third-party data providers that Celros curate and selects for you. Our new feature turns data into actionable insights to increase customer loyalty, retention, and provide customer-specific messages and actions directly to the agents. Now let's see a real demo of this new feature. For the demo, I am going to play the role of an advisor. I connect to my preferred CRM and I will go inside the contact details for a customer. Let's take John Amos. At the left side in the interface, we see the CRM. At the right side, there is Celros AI popping up. As soon as I load the profile, I've got recommendations from Celros. First of all, you can see that I get to know at a glance there is something to do in the home, motor, and health insurance universe. Behind the scene, those are machine learning life propensity scores. Below, I get a key life event for each of the universe that tells me, look, this customer is predicted to be sensitive to vandalism risk, as an example. Below, Celros suggests the best product that is recommended by Celros AI to propose along with the proper option. Last but not least, we help the advisor to convince the customer to subscribe by giving the advisor the selling point. The selling points are going to highlight the most impactful examples of the cover so he subscribes to the right policy. So here we see a clear example of how Advisor's app support and coaches agents to convince the customer to engage. Now I want to introduce a new component inside the Advisor app called warnings. Here you can see at the top that Celros AI pushes a warning indicating a potential data inconsistency between age and professional activity, suggesting to the advisor to confirm and verify the professional activity. This is an actionable example of warnings that can be set up inside the Advisor app. Warning messages are very valuable for creating more connection with your customers. Agents can have friendly reminders, alerts on data inconsistency, and messages to improve retention. Let's have a look at another example with warnings predicting a termination of contract. Let's assume that I'm a manager and I want to provide to agents with a new scenario for retention purposes. So I will connect to the administration. For the demo, all our customers are enriched with a churn score made by the insurer data team. So either the insurer can connect its in-house algorithm or can use Celros external providers. So I'm going to contribute a warning message for risk of termination. Let's target mainly customers where the score of churn is higher than 80%, and the estimation to happen is less than 3 months. Okay, perfect. We'll save. Now, let's type the message that we want to display to the advisor. Let's say there is a monopolicy holder and he has a risk of termination in 3 months and has also 5 interactions in the last month. So this message will be displayed to agents so they can take more effort with customers to increase retention and trust. Now I will play the role of an agent and I come back to the CRM and have a look at the contact details of my customer. So as you can see, Celro supports the agent during the selling process and brings warnings inside the advisor app. As you can see here, the warning is displayed in the top of Celros. So advisors will be able to take actions over this client, personalizing his message and providing incentives or rebates. Agents will show more empathy regarding the customer needs, and as a result, insurers will increase their chances of gaining and retaining the customer. Hope you like it. Let's move on to our next feature, product packages. To help insurance to increase the cross-sell rates, identifying the right person to propose cross-sell opportunities is key. Insurers need to make sure that they engage the customer with the proper message that match the needs of the customer and with the offer that is relevant. With the Sign and Enroll release, we introduce a new feature, the Rule Miner, where Celros automatically brings you a new algorithm that automatically discovers correlation between products and cross-selling activities. This powerful association rule mining can be configured inside our platform, export the rules file inside the administration console, and it can be generated automatically thanks to our automated model pipeline. Insurers can now use product packages to recommend several policy alternatives for the same customer need and increase cross-sell. With a predefined logical bundle of products, advisors will be able to understand which product to advise next or as a package. So for the purpose of our next demo, let's see how Rule Miner and product package can work together. So the Rule Miner will provide you with correlations between customer attributes, will show you the product's recommendations, the confidence score that indicates the most common cases, and the lift score that indicates less common cases but with a strong appealing. After running my algorithm, the Rules Miner provides me a set of correlations based on the insurer data that will help me to increase new content products packages. Let's see an example here. In this case, I'm interested in the two first set of common cases, and I see a pattern regarding people who are tenants, so people that rent their property. So the association rule mining suggests me that we can cover this situation with two products, home insurance and legal protection, with a very high confidence score around 95%. So this makes sense to me, and as a manager, I'm going to create a live event for landlords and to push multi-product opportunities. So I think it's enough talking. Let's integrate this live event with product packages inside the platform. So we are going to create a new live event. So I click on create and then click on live event. We are going to select for this live event two products, legal protection and home. We can add some additional information about each product to help the advisor to make a rebound. We are going to call for this live event landlord. So I write down landlord. And then you have in the form many configuration possibilities and options, but let's go directly to the targeting. And for this live event, we are going to target people that are tenant and people that are age over 35 years old, and people that has already a home insurance contract. Then we are going to save. So it's okay for me. Let's save and let's go back to our CRM to consult a client. Sellers is displayed on the right side and provides support to the agent with a rebound opportunity. Sellers brings to the forefront the needs of the customer and detects a key important life event that can be covered with multiple products, in this case for landlords. Agents can navigate through each product to consult the selling points and personalize its commercial pitch. Advisor app coaches sales agents with better recommendations. As a result, agents save time and increase productivity, get support for what products can fit the need by combining recommendations adapted to each situation and stop losing cross-selling occasions. So you saw how powerful can be this for your agents. Now let's go back to Paul-Henri for a Q&A session.
Thank you, Joanna, for this presentation, and please join me on stage to take the questions. So here, what you presented is really a highly flexible way to adapt to every of your customer situations. We've had a few very interesting questions in the chat, so I tried to do a first level of answers, but you'll be much better than me. So we had a question from Michael on own predictive score and models. Meaning they say, can I connect an external algorithm into your platform? What do you think on that?
Yes, thank you. Very interesting question. So yes, this is totally possible in our platform. So with our future insurance data catalog, you can onboard your own API or use any external data that we curated in Celros. So you just need to plug in your API service of your algorithm, and then each client will be enriched with your own scores.
Excellent. So basically, any model, any API can be used to enrich that. Very
Yes.
interesting. A question from Valentina around usage of the product packages feature through an API, which would interest some of our customers on the call. So you saw that it's available on the Advisor app. Is it available as well on the API, and how?
Yes. All our features have an API. So yes, sure. Our platform provides a discovery and advice API where you can plug in and take profit of all Cerro's AI recommendations. So you can get selling points, live events, warnings, and all the package configurations.
Great stuff. So not necessarily need to launch the Advisor app to use the laws then. Great stuff. And last question, Sidonie, one of our clients. Thank you for that. When can I start using these features?
Okay, so it only requires that your instance be upgraded with the cinnamon roll version. And so you just need to plan the deployment of your new version. So please contact your Celros customer success team to plan the date to put this version on live.
All right. Thank you, Joanna. Is there any other question? No, I think we are done. Thank you so much, Joanna. So we'll move to the second topic, second type of evolutions we are launching along with the Cinnamon Roll release around personalization of customer experience. Now with Cinnamon Roll, we've worked very hard to make it easy for organization to deliver personalized customer experience, no matter the channel, digital, on prospects websites, on customer portals, as well as for human-assisted channels. So to show you what you guys can do with it, I invite Isis on stage to present our latest evolution. Isis, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Paul-Henri. Hi, everyone. I am Isis, Project Manager at Zelros, and I will talk with you about personalization. Did you know that 88% of insurance customers demand more personalization from carriers and distributors? Well, Zelros heard them and increased personalization and consistency through all insurance channels. Zelros' goal is to help insurers to distribute insurance. To Zelros, everything has to start from the customer. Insurance's customers are not the same customers as before. Nowadays, they change channels all the time between online and offline. Getting a recommendation which is not according to who you are is irritating. Zelros is here to deliver consistency in all channels. No matter the channels you use, Zelros offers you the same experience. Zelros provides the same message, whatever the channel that the customer wants to use. To illustrate an omni-channel experience, I will introduce you to two people, Liane, a customer, and Thomas, an advisor. Liane holds an energy contract with Energy Pro. Energy Pro to increase its revenues and better protect its customers as a distribution partnership with an insurer. Liane logs in and she will arrive on her homepage. So she can see usual information in her homepage, like bills or energy consumption, but also a personalized banner on the right side from Zelros that corresponds only to herself. Only the most relevant banners are displayed thanks to our AI-based recommendation engine. Besides, Zelros provides the best call to action. Check our plans means the start a quote, or access to a new recommendation, which is next advice. So let's start a quote. Here, so Liane wants to discover the offers, so she clicks on the button. She arrives on a quote, and here it is important that you focus on the banner on the right side. In fact, it will change in real time the recommendations according to the information that Liane is going to enter. So it will keep her engaged and shows her how much her insurers are concerned by her so that Liane won't drop out of the process. Let's do it together. So she's going to live in a house. So we choose the house, and as you can see on the right side, we have a new banner about her house. We're gonna change together. We're gonna change the address because she's moving in. So let's try a new one. And she's still a owner. Yeah. And we're going to have on the right side a new banner according to the information that she entered before about the owners. We continue to enter information, and as you can see on the right side, we have a banner about the 3 rooms as we entered on the step before. Here, we notice that she enter information about the fact that she doesn't have any claims. So she has a new banner here about the fact that she doesn't have any claims, and she can have an offer about that with her home insurance here. After that, she can choose the best price, the best offer for her. So she wants to choose premium, and she can drop her email. Then she is done with the quote. So as you can see on the right side, we still have a banner about the information that we choose before. So here's a premium offer. And we can continue. Here, as you can see, we have a new banner. So this is a new banner according to the zip code, her new zip code. So this is a new banner that highlights the fact that she is moving in an urban area with vandalism, And let's try together to click on next advice. And as you can see, we have a new recommendation about the fact that Liane is living in a rainy area. And that is again according to her zip code. The question is, how does Zelrose do that? Well, it is thanks to the insurance data catalog. Today's insurance customers expect their personal situation to be taken into consideration when they purchase any product. Insurance data catalog provides access to the third-party data needed by insurer players to be more relevant. It enables a simple access to key external insights from open data and a curated list of data providers that are fully GDPR compliant. Combined with the other features of the Zelrose platform, it brings the hyper-personalized advice to a whole new level. All these new features make Zelrose unique in the user journey personalization. Firstly, Zelrose is an expert on insurance distribution. The right data with customer insights can help insurers identify prospects and reach out to them at the right time with the best coverage for their needs. Besides, Zelrose provides a simple access to key insights. Zelrose proposes a curated list of the best third-party data for the insurers, ready to use and compliant with the regulation. Easy activation will allow you to select all and test quickly which data sources bring you the best key benefits. You see how powerful this can be. We'll continuously enrich the partners and insights available off the shelf through Zelrose. Thank you, Paul-Henri.
Thanks, Isis. Thank you for presenting and walking us through the demo. So please join me to take a few questions from the audience. So a few questions. So again from Michael on the level of customization of the banners. Can you detail what can be done with the banners to adapt them to our customers' front end and websites?
Yeah, thank you, Paul-Henri. So thanks to Zelrose Administration Console, the banners can be fully customized. You can change whatever you want, the colors, the position, the selling points, the live events, all the CSS and all the data you want. You can build as many banners as you want.
Great, and so all is done with a few line of code. So it matches to a second question we've had from Felix, which was around detailing how these banners can be integrated. You can explain a bit more technically how it happens. What has a client to embed these.
Yes, so integration of the banner in the front end is very easy. We use what we call the snippet. So it is a small piece of code, reusable in an all digital channel, which supports strong user authentication.
Great stuff. And Lei asked a question around you enrich the customer profile with third-party data. Can we use all the data we want?
Yes, you can use all the data you want. It just needs to be a CSV file or an API so that we can connect easily. The integration is very simple. You will just have to go to the Zelrose Administration Console and add the pipelines you want. You can also customize in the Administration Console how to manipulate the input and the output of your third-party data. And Zelrose provides as well a list of curated data partners to go beyond your own data.
Great, thanks. And Hector asked a question around, maybe I'll take this one. So will you have any life or health examples to share? Yes, so basically the user experience you saw here was essentially PNC focused, I would say, meaning for motor and home product. For life or health, we would be more, let's say, on the life events type of element, meaning we would detect, infer some key life moments that happen. So if you're on the personal lines, would be say potential arrival of a kid, preparation of a retirement, preparation of the first say first purchase of a home or things like that. Really key life events that are very strong to engage on insurance offers. And for let's say more commercial line, would be more about see a key element that happens to a company, say increase of a capital, extending number of employees, certain age of a company, if it lasted a few more than a few years, so that again the key messages are promoted only to relevant targets as well as on relevant moments, so that again all messaging, all personalization engine is relevant for the user who's seeing it. Any other questions? I don't see any more in the chat. So thank you very much, Isis, for presenting that. Feel free to come back on any question if this raises interest on your side. So we'll move to the third topic, very, very important for Zelros, around responsible usage of artificial intelligence. Every of our release is a way for us to go one step further on this absolutely crucial domain, which is around making use of artificial intelligence in a responsible way. So to show you what we have delivered with the Cinnamon Roll release, I invite Antoine, who's our responsible AI lead data scientist. Antoine, please come on stage to present what is going on with Cinnamon Roll on that topic.
Thank you, Paul-Henri. I'm Antoine, and it's my pleasure to share our new responsible AI features for Cinnamon Roll release with you. During our Bossa Nova release this summer, we developed responsible features for the training step of the model in our ethical report standard. For this Cinnamon Roll release, we chose to focus on monitoring. Having an efficient, robust, and fair AI model trained is great. Checking it behaves consistently to these expectations in production is better. We began by implementing this monitoring philosophy into our Zelros platform. The result is a monitoring interface where you can generate and access monitoring reports. Working on these reporting tools, we also built on open source a dedicated library to detect a drift called, you saw it coming, Cinnamon. We are happy to contribute to one more step towards responsible use of AI in our ecosystem. Now, let's dive into the monitoring reports implemented in the Zelros platform. Let's consider a model deployed in production for 2 months. What can we say about it? During training, we gathered metrics, providing expectations about how it will behave. During use in production, we gathered warnings, providing insights about how the model is used and how it responds. With these inputs, based on a monitoring period, on the reference, let's take the training dataset, we can now detect drifts and get details on carbon consumption in production. The generated reports being stored, we can also access history and monitor model behavior since its deployment. To achieve fine-tuned data drift detection, we worked on special algorithms, which we packaged into a Python library, regrouping tools to detect, explain, and correct data drift in a machine learning system. As its core, this library, Cinnamon, allows the study of data drift between 2 given datasets. It is particularly useful in a monitoring context, where the first dataset is the training data, and the second dataset is the production data. As for our ethical report standard, on its new monitoring extension, we hope this new shared resource will be useful for our ecosystem and welcome feedback as it is designed to be collaboratively built. Let's go and see all this directly on the Zelros platform, where we can already find the trained models and check the identity cards, which we also call ethical reports. Now, we can also check the history of all the monitoring reports generated for a model on its version and production. We can also generate a new one. To do so, just select a period you want to monitor and validate to generate a new report. We get an immediate preview with the number of predictions monitored, as well as an indicator of warnings quantity. For more details, we can export a PDF version of the report. On the PDF, we have 4 main sections. We begin with general information, like name and version of the model, as well as the monitor report period. Then, the statistics section assesses the vitals of the prediction model. How many prediction requests? How long is the average duration of a prediction? What is the carbon consumption equivalence on the monitor period? The next section focuses on input data. From collected warnings on prediction requests, on reference data collected during training, we can point out values used in prediction that were not in the training dataset. Mixed with the feature importance information, this is a pretty useful indicator of a possible change in context, like a new product, new type of customers, you name it. The last section is about the model behavior. Is it as efficient as it was planned? Can we confirm the differences observed are linked to data or concept drift? That's it. We covered cinnamon roll, responsible AI additions.
Thank you,
You like
Antoine.
them, and we are waiting for your feedbacks to add more. Indeed.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you, Antoine, very much for this presentation. Very good, like very cool that we announced so many new things. So maybe you can join me here. Thank you so much. A few questions. So you talked a lot about data drift. Maybe you can explain a little bit what is it and why is it important to measure it?
Okay, so data drift. Imagine geological drift. As layers can move, the values in data can move between what we call the training context and the production context. That is basically data drift. It's a very tricky problem for machine learning, as it means the assumptions we built the model on are no longer valid. So it's important to be able to detect that and act on it.
That's great. Thank you, Antoine. A few other questions. How can I use the Cinnamon library, the open source, open source library? Yeah.
Yes, so all the library tools are available and can be loaded from the GitHub repository, and you will also find there documentations and examples.
Great stuff. So as it's
we will share.
So it's an open source project. We're happy to, feel free if you have some technical background or not. Feel free to contribute to it and to help us enriching it. Another question from Felix: can we produce a monitoring report for each model used in production?
Yes. For any model, you can generate a monitoring report on the Zelros platform. Any model that is available on the Zelros platform.
Great stuff. And I think there was a question from Lei, sorry, that I did, on previous topic that I did not answer. So you enrich a customer profile with third-party data. Can we use all the data we want? I'll take this one. So yes, absolutely. So when we use third-party data, in fact, you can. There are 3 types of data you can leverage. Open data that we provide on the platform. We sign data partners as well with relevant partners on the domain, and you can as well, as a customer, upload or use your own data within the platform that will be stored and usable only on your tenant. So meaning as a Zelros consumer, you will be the only one who has access to this data, and you can use them to enrich the models and reach the level of prediction done by Zelros. So it's very open as well as secured on your own version of the platform. Any other questions? I think we covered it. So you'll see in the chat. Thank you very much, Antoine, for joining. So we've added a few links in the chat. You have the link to our latest GitHub collaboration on our model drift. The latest version of Zelros is now available for every customer. So should you want to benefit from it or learn more, really get in touch with your customer success and account executive at Zelros. We'll be more than happy to walk you through. And should you want a more deep dive on anything that we presented so far, please engage with us. Very happy to walk you through this in more detailed or customized demo. So that's closes our session today. So there is a replay should you want to share it with other people in your organization. So thank you very much. Have a great day and see you soon on the field. Bye bye.